Hello, welcome to the second round of Chosen of the Gods 6K 2v2. Previous match we saw Team Know No Fear, or Fear No Evil, sorry, winning the very first round. We're going to see if BC Castaways can turn this around. I'm joined, of course, by Snipes.
Hello.
And yeah, we're playing on Styx now. Styx, as I've said previously in other videos, it's a great map in my opinion. It gives a lot of options for what you want to play. The only fleets that you can't play are bad fleets on this map, and you still can play bad fleets. We're going to take a look at the teams as they zoom in here. Hopefully they're ready up in a moment. Snipes, what do you think of that previous round?
I think OSP was just hoping to deathball and push a point and crush whatever resistance was there, but they got checked really hard and gave up the rest of the map for it. So
yeah,
we'll see what happens on this one. This map. There's no like pushing one side or like pushing the other. It's not as wide as Gold Rush is, so fleets could support each other much more and cover more points without moving too much.
Yeah, here we go. We're heading into the battle here. What's this that we're looking at? We're looking at some liners. Oh, we got some that's... What is that? That is out of left field. Okay, we got a 450 mass driver, 250 liner. That brings a... I don't know how to feel about that. It's got a boosted reactor in there. It's got a lyrebird on board. Okay. Container stack launchers for extra health. DC lockers. Yeah, I'm gonna run through OSP to start with. Fear No Evil. Few reinforced lockers. A dazzler on the back. That's a pretty expensive liner there, I think. We've got another one. It's an exact duplicate. Yep, the same thing's going on here as well. Dazzler on the back. We've got a decent number of AMMs. They got the good shaft. Yeah, no, those look pretty solid for liners, but the weapon choice is a little bit out of left field. If we take a look here, they've got we got an MLS2 monitor here with only 48 missiles, but I guess that'll do. We've got this is a MMT, I suppose. Then we've got one rocket shuttle with a Pavis. They are using small DCs rather than rapids. We've got a MLS2, double MLS2 bulk mag on this Bloodhound tug. And we've got an EWR tug with mines. And an EWR tug with mines, okay. Moving on the Gamma Railgun here, we've got the normal Acello, looks like. Ooh, Whiplash Chi drive. Yard drive. A backup antenna. We've been seeing a few of these backup antennas on Acellos now, which is a bit strange. I don't think they really need those. What do you think, Snipes?
Backup antenna on a Acello is a little strange, definitely. Yeah. You got two antennas built in already. The third one, a redundancy for redundancy.
We seem to have a pretty low-cost container liner here. Doesn't have a lot of containers in it. A few rocket containers, a few generic ones, I assume. Throw bricks at cops. Okay,
there is
that's
a lot of different
name for a container. Intelligence center here in the container liner as well. Okay.
So, we've been saying how there's been not a lot of missile gameplay in the last few games. This one's gonna have some missile gameplay. You have an MLS2 dumper. You have a not just rocket box CLN. This is like kind of like an actual CLN.
Something very exciting to point out. These plasma 100 obelisks have double drive. I'm really excited to see people actually using those. However, they're using two light civilian reactors here rather than... Wait.
These aren't jury-rigged?
Where's the jury-rigged reactor?
How
are they powering this? Oh, three civilian reactors, no radar on board. Yeah,
no radar.
But that's still a lot to power. They've got some grazers on board as well. Okay, I guess 3 lights is enough. I thought it would need more.
With no radar, like, you could do whatever.
I suppose I don't usually use light reactors because I like having more slots for my ammunition. Yeah, only one ammunition elevator on these, so...
you need RCCs more than anything. Oh, there are some
RCCs. Yeah, there's 2 RCCs. Yeah. Then we're going to move over to these tugboats here. Oh, we are seeing some fighting going on already on the B point. Oh, a Vauxhall being thrown on the B point. That's a very risky investment. Quickly run through ANS here.
B point.
2 battleships. 2 big. We'd be seeing a lot of these beam backpack battleships. It's got 120 broadsides. It's got Stonewall.
Zone eclipse.
VLS, no, 1 defender on the broadsides. That is risky. That's incredibly risky. Then we've got a creature. Creature destroyer. And it's the only way I can call it that. It's got an interruption in the nose. It's got covered in jamming and PD. It's got an intel center in it. Moving on to Robin Loxley here. He does have this Vauxhall. Abraxas is missing with most of this one. This is a 250 firing right now. Was that the 450? I couldn't tell. It looks like it was that was the 450 missing. Mash driver.
Good start for ANS.
Yeah, good start from ANS. Getting the caps. That's what they want. But
Gonna get E here, but let's see if they soft kill this.
the tugboat placing
Actually,
some mines on
Do
the
they have
wall.
chaff?
Oh, let's take a look.
There's no chaff! Oh wait, they do have chaff. Where is it? Oh,
However, all the other ships are too
Only
far
one.
forward.
only 1 chaff!
These Vauxhalls.
Oh no, you can't jam these!
Get triggered.
You can't jam these!
They do have defenders, but is it enough? Yeah, Chad Fenders saving the
RPF
day.
also helped there.
One rocket hit, damaging the whiplash drive, bringing it down to 33% health.
Actually took out the MK64 on one of the boxes. That's really annoying.
Oh, now this Vauxhall is starting to take serious fire. A lot of plasma incoming. Both of the obelisks rising up, peppering it with a lot of plasma. So the bow of this thing is scorched pretty badly.
Still firing RPF. Needs to switch quick.
Are they firing RPF at those liners? 1 second.
Yep, they are.
That is regrettable. Wait, they've got... Oh, they've tasked their... Oh, no, they've switched to high explosive, but they've tasked their weapons as ventral and dorsal. Okay, interesting. So, taking a broad look at everything. D point is not captured by OSP here. But there's nothing really to stop them from capping it either, so they should just go on to it. But they don't know if a beam destroyer is sitting waiting. They're playing it properly, which unfortunately is the wrong thing to do in that situation.
It's really interesting. Braxis is also running these EWR tugs, but they're also mine layers, so like they're really far forward, right? But
yeah, like this
lay
is
the
not
mines.
providing any situational awareness right now. I mean, maybe if they're trying to find God up there on the top of the map.
Well, actually, those are two tugs with EWR and mines, 15 apiece.
Oh,
That's a lot of micros laying these barnacle mines. Takes quite a bit of attention, and running a 6K, you don't have that much to spare.
We've got one of these Vauxhalls here. It's being pretty badly hurt. It is retreating. Most of it. It hasn't lost that many thrusters, but some of the thrusters aren't working right now. MD is switching. No, it's just missing. There we go. Fear no evil. Finally taking the D point.
Wait, who had the mass drivers?
Mass drivers are on the 450. Look at the liners. Look at Braxis's liners.
Yeah, I see it. This is I've seen Pyro use this before.
I do think this might be a Pyro fleet. Actually, let's see. Does it have any of the decoy container? It might not be a Pyro fleet because Pyro likes to have, at least from my memory, in the container stack launcher, sidearm containers. Yeah. An interesting selection of firepower, but this is going to be very bad for these liners because this is 2 BBs staring at them right now.
Yeah, the only hope OSP has to really punish that is to get these plasma liners to bear.
I am looking at the internals of these BBs right now. These are very interesting internals. This is a parallax with an adaptive radar receiver and a track correlator. It's got a bunch of large and reinforced down here in the bottom. It's got 2 focused particle accelerators for the beam. Raider, Dragonfly Whiplash.
Oh boy,
Double.
that's a lot of flak.
A Citadel
2000.
CIC in the bridge. Okay. Oh, they had 2,000 flak ammo.
Yeah, 2,000 apiece.
That is a bit too much flak. 16,000 slugs, but they only have 2 defenders each, so that's a lot of firing time for those defenders. You're never going to get through that much, but that's being a bit pathetic. It is only a few points. But the flak most certainly adds up a lot. They probably have like, what, 4 or 5 minutes of flak firing time?
Yeah, that's quite a bit. Very, very over-invested on the flak value there. But, I mean, there is an MLS2 dumper, but the MLS2 dumper only has 48 missiles.
I'm taking a look at the other BB here. It does have a spyglass, but it does not possess any track correlators at all, it appears. Which is, you know, if you're bringing a BB and you want to bring a spyglass, you should put track correlators on it. 4 track correlators, that is. Investing that much into focused particle accelerators whenever the beam's the backup weapon as well is... I disagree with that.
What is locking this BB? Or was locking?
It would have probably been the Ocello.
It's, I think, out of range. Maybe? Well, I mean, there's a blanket covering it, and a hang-up. And at, like, max range. But, oh well.
The container liner is spotted as it's moving towards the D point. Don't think anything bad's going to happen to it, however. That's a lot of mines on this wall, all over the place. They're expecting maybe someone to charge
strike low.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Low. Decoys out. Cluster decoys.
Oh, those are expensive. But they're going to fall for the active decoy, so that's a lot of points lost.
Act, Hodge, Wake Val.
Oh dear. That's a lot of mines in the OSP team as well, and I don't think they've even fired them all. Let's take a look. Nope.
They had, I think, 15 apiece, but I checked.
They fired them all off.
But where are they going to go from here?
This
OSP's been trying to fight for the C cap, but if you expose anything to this corridor here, they're just going to get pummeled by 2 battleships and
right
2
now,
boxes.
OSP needs to play. They're not taking the C cap with 2 BBs sitting up there, so they need to make up their mind. Probably go send some sort of push towards the E point. That's the main option.
Granted, we have perfect view, right?
Yeah, we have perfect view. They don't know what's going on exactly, but they have to have known that these are BBs, or at least 2 big capitals firing at them.
Right. But knowing from OSP's perspective, they see that there is 6k worth of BBs here. They see that there's Voxes, or there were Voxes, and then 2 Voxes are also below shooting, so they could kind of, from that, infer where the fleets are.
Some plasma coming in on this BB right now. Most of it seems to be missing, sadly. Yeah, just some hits on the nose. Most of it. Oh, there we go. We might be getting some better hits here now.
Oh, are they firing? They're firing AP at these liners.
No, are they?
Yeah, they are.
Yes, they are. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, no, they just switched to high explosive, it looks like.
Okay. They were shooting the Ocello earlier, so they probably...
More plasma
alright.
coming. That is a very bold place to put a reinforced magazine. Right in the bow of the BB.
Yes, 2. With a pretty decent ammo spread as well, so...
Yeah, the ammo is spread well, but yeah, but you could just put a, you know, something else there.
Yeah, yeah.
Container liner, just chilling.
OSP.
Oh.
OSP diving C with a grazer tug in the face of 2 BBs and a Vox. Let's see if they switch fire.
That would be very fun if this manages to cap, but I do not see the surviving at all.
They're focusing the liners and not the tug.
Lock the tug. It looks like they're going to switch fire.
Are they?
Well, I've locked it. Are they programmed?
Oh, there we go. There we
go. There comes in. That's the small locker ad. The CIC Basic's probably going to die in the next salvo. Oh, nope, surviving.
Not even on point yet, is it?
No,
it's not. It's lost attentions.
It might be able to just a little bit. There we go. There we go. Now it just has to survive for 60 seconds. Oh?
How is this not dead?
Lord, I see. Oh my god.
BBs?
Is it gonna...
Hello?
It's not gonna live though. That's not happening. It's gonna die. It has to die. Hello?
BBs?
It has to die. The Vauxhall is gonna kill it. I refuse to believe that this. They're not even assigning a team to the basics.
It's a half-dead Voxel with 2 guns.
No.
What are we? What is
Oh.
being shot? He switched fire. Shoot the tug.
Shoot the tug. No. What's going on?
Wait, this other Vox hasn't been shooting the entire time. Granted, there's a lot going on. This is 6K. So he's controlling 2
Oh,
fleets.
the basics taking more damage. It could be knocked out here.
They
No way!
They get it?
They got the C point. Now the turns have tabled. OSP going to kill this Vauxhall as well while they're at it. It looks like. And
Oh, that's game turning.
that changes the entire dynamic. That should not have lived. That is insane. There's
Now,
no. I'm sorry for laughing, but that
ANS has to go
crazy.
into the fucking kill field.
Yeah, now this Vauxhall is getting punished for not leaving. Ouch. Yeah, losing all of its damage control teams there. It's basically got no thrusters for trying to escape the situation either. These
That's unfortunate.
450 MD liners continue to just open up. You know, this is going to work out very favorably now for OSP because they have the C point. All this stuff's up here now on the top of the map and can't do anything about it.
What are these sprinters?
They don't have any
It's a
locks on
spyglass sprinter.
they don't have any locks on any of the things that they're shooting at right now.
Yeah.
Neither side. Well, OSP does have a lock on the Vauxhall, but for the BBs, I'm guessing they're content with maybe the TQ 11s and 10s that they're getting. We do have BC Castaways, however, not content with having a 3 cap. I mean, a 2 cap. They're moving towards the D point with these Vauxhalls. Maybe they're going to be able to pull something off here.
Oh, now the BBs are firing at the tug. That's already dead. He needs to switch targets.
Have they actually switched fire? Oh, they didn't. They missed the tug dying. And all this plasma fire is still coming in. This BB, that is a cooked BB. Only on one side mostly, however, but that is a sign that it's kind of looking at these 450 liners from. Ooh. Now the second BB's also starting to get cooked here. OSP also just ignoring the DD in the middle.
They have not switched targets yet. That's highly unfortunate.
Are these BBs being played in formation? Looks
I
like
believe they are. Just with how they're kind of rolling. All right. While that fight's happening up top, that's going to take a very long time to chew through those. ANS is making a play for D. Would probably actually work out, as most of OSP assets are tangled up with trying to kill these 2 BBs.
Yeah, if these Vauxhalls overextend, though, they will be introduced to
Yeah.
a lot of mines.
This is going to be the 2 Voxes and a spinner versus the minefield.
More and more plasma coming in on these BBs here. And they're just, I mean, they're doing a bit of damage to the plasma obelisks, sure. Well, to one of them, but for the most part, the exchange here has been really one-sided. Not only has Team Fear No Evil been able to hold it and take the C point now, what they've lost for it is not a lot at all. A lot of ANS's points, well, BC Castaways' points here are in these 2 BBs, and they're starting to shoot up, and they won't be able to really last long if they have to start throwing them onto points. Oh no! No!
The mines!
The mine! They turned off their comms! Oh, that's
No!
another
What
game-changing
the
moment!
heck?
Oh my god, the antenna was knocked out! Oh, you know, you think about it, it was so obvious that could happen.
Yeah, I saw this go red. I saw it go red. This one, oh.
That... I don't know if ANS saw that, however, so maybe they can't Can they attempt to chain restore this thing?
Holy cow! The game just swung around. ANS doesn't know that though. ANS has no idea that that just happened.
Oh my god. Okay, this
Their
is
only clue will be that they stopped shooting.
right now. There is a reactor overload happening in one of the liners, although it will be fixed in time.
Oh my god.
But if the,
Losing those plasma liners will allow these BBs to just forehead straight into the whole fleet. Like, 2 450 MD liners aren't going to be enough.
no, they are not.
And
AS hasn't
D
started
is
firing.
going to...
Oh,
D
but
is going
E
to
is
go...
flipping 2. Oh, it's at the same time.
Oh, one shuttle. Hey, look, a shuttle. Doing shuttle things.
Container liner having to run away now from the Vauxhalls. Maybe that will provide.
Oh,
enough
you
of
know,
an
the other
incentive.
way this swings is ANS continues pushing because they see no resistance on D side. And then they get sprint mined.
Hopefully they're not getting visual. I don't think they're getting visual tracks on these mines. Oh my god, what is this? This is a fantastic
you have to
thing.
really... who's the lead? Who's the lead of this group?
The enemy secured
It's the other one.
dagger.
So if he has the other CL selected, he won't see the visual track. But also,
is
here's
true.
another container strike. Container strike coming in. Cluster decoys. Wait. Oh, the cluster decoy one got jammed out. Dumped all its... Oh,
enemy
hate to
Oh,
see it.
no.
All the decoys got dumped in a wrong direction.
The rest of them are falling for the active decoy. The Voxes are... Oh, the Voxes are stopping before they round the corner. They might see some of these mines. I expect... Yep, they do see the mines. That is unfortunate. But the RPF can't hit at the same time.
Alright, let's see what ANS does. Yep, ANS is breaking off one of the Voxel groups to go deal with E, which is what you want to be doing as the BB's anchor. Oh, wow.
It seems that Gamma Railgun here has kind of given up on trying to even bother microing the DC here. I would, if I was in that situation, I'd just quickly order the damage control complex and then start trying to get train restores, go for the DC locker, large storage, and see what I can zombie out of that. But
Yeah, these are completely pristine liner. Completely pristine. No restores were used prior to this. That's very sad to
they
see.
are going to get one of the plasmas back into a somewhat reasonable working condition. They're getting the large DC storage. They can restore 2 of the plasmas. They can get something out of that.
Yep. They can. And that might be enough to stop this lone Vox going for E. We'll see. The rocket shuttle is going to be RPF'd. Probably going to die, as Braxis's micro and attention is elsewhere.
The Vauxhalls have kind of... Oh, here we come with a... Oh,
Oh, this is the
decoys incoming on the
Oh,
Vauxhalls.
he has a hang up. He has a hang up. He's not using it.
He is using it. He's just looking the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Oh, this
It's
is
gonna
going
be
to
one dead Vox.
Oh, that's a big hit.
Yeah, that is. Oh, the rocket container's coming in as well. Yeah, one Vox is
That
down.
is one
enemy is
Vox that's not
securing
returning to
zone
this
combat.
fight. It can still use one Mark 64, I guess, if they don't get damaged at all again.
The monitor is... Oh my gosh. The monitor still has 66% ordnance left, but CIC got redded.
Oh, that sucks. Blowy
Oh
died.
man.
ANS,
That's
oh,
going
the Vauxhall is back, and it is remembered.
Capping C in the face of the 450.
No way. It's got a CIC and a reactor. There's
He's
no way
gonna
it's
keep it up.
happen.
It's gonna keep it up.
No, it can't happen again. I
We're gonna have
refuse to
another flip.
believe this happens 2 times in a row.
It won't be enough. You have a DC team on it, keeping it above like 0%. So
Oh my god.
It's not gonna be
they
enough.
They gotta fire everything at this thing right now. They're not giving fire orders right now. They're ignoring it. Oh no, not again.
you're better off trying to kill the drive here, not the CIC. Oh my gosh, another C flip.
No!
The enemy secured zone
Also, all BBs are turned on shooting this MLS dumper.
Yes, they have.
CIC is not able to recover.
So far, ANS has not lost any of its corvettes, which is good for them. It never ended up getting
ANS?
run through these. They are just...
ANS has not lost a ship.
Neither with fringe cappers. They don't even have an arming missile in the VLS launchers, so they can't contest. Yeah, looks like King and Thief and King's Clothing is not going to be living much longer here. Although, if it fires right now, oh never mind, the CIC just got knocked out again.
Mag's out. No restores. This thing's toast.
Alright, now... Oh... Now Fear No Evil is throwing... C is going to change hands again, it looks like. The Vauxhall is dead, and now they're throwing another...
These are not shooting the liners.
They are not, no. Oh my god. The Vauxhall is... Oh, more containers incoming here on the Vauxhall.
Enemy is securing zone.
Most definitely these are going to fall for... Yeah, jammed out or fall for the active decoy. Yeah, there goes the sea cap, changing hands again. Hopefully this obelisk isn't going to
The enemy is securing
overextend
zone
and slow
eclipse.
itself off the point. You know, they're starting to slow down.
Well,
E
losing
point,
C.
though, going to... Oh my god, the points are changing hands constantly here. This is actually a very engaging match to watch. This is a lot closer than the previous match. We got this Ocello pushing towards the D point. I'm guessing they hope to just cap it with just the Ocello.
It'd be really funny if the hangups trigger the minefield onto the Sicelo.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I refuse to believe it. If they do decide to use the hang-up, and it does do that.
Oh, the Sicelo eating broadside fire. Or sort of broadside fire from the 2 BBs. This thing is not long for this world.
B point now going to Fear No Evil, but E point being taken by BC Castaways. But a reactor plume on the E point, so the Vauxhall's armor has been shredded. Oh my god, this is a tragedy of a game.
Unfortunate.
So
Very unfortunate.
many unfortunate circumstances happening. Alrighty, these plasma obelisks just chilling on the C point. The Ocello is broadside. No, it's starting to turn bow onto these Solomons.
It's a very scrappy game. They're all diving.
They might lose this Ocello in the attempt at taking the D point, which would be a shame.
They might. It might not die fast enough. Robin needs to stay on the point to prevent this cap. But that's not going to happen.
The 2 BBs were able to restore most of the damage that they've taken, and they're just continuing to fire. I mean, they could maybe fix up an ammo elevator or something. They do have
In a
the
strike
teams to
near
restore.
E.
Oh, let's take a look at this.
Oh,
They do have an
Good.
active decoy.
jammed out as well.
The enemy is securing zone dagger.
Okay. The decap. Changing hands.
Yeah, is going to go to Fear No Evil. However, if the Ocello does get knocked out, it'll quickly change hands again. This Vauxhall here could theoretically contest the cap if they just moved it on. It would probably not be able to get there in time with all those damaged thrusters, however. There we go, the Vauxhall is now
No,
moving. They realized... Oh no, never mind, it was just still dripping.
Oh, you can't just give it away after you've taken it. There's nothing stopping you. That's sad. These liners on C breathing their last breaths as the secondary batteries of the BBs are actually engaging.
Why would they push over the ridge line? That was a pretty big misplay. You don't want to just walk into the BB.
The enemy secured zone dagger.
So, OSP can easily win this if ANS just doesn't move the capital ships onto a point.
Yeah,
But all ANS has to do is just walk these BBs straight, split it, go C and D, and there's nothing that OSP can do to stop it.
Oh, there goes the beam secondaries as well. Very
That's
bad track quality.
Poor track. That's enough to do it, though.
Yeah, that's like a child like cutting some paper with scissors, you know, just laying into it there.
I wonder if Robin... I think Robin wrote off his one Vox on D, because it's still got an engine, it's got CIC. In fact, it's still technically armed.
Yeah, I was saying earlier, they could have been contesting the D point with that.
Exactly.
It does have a functioning defender, and it's going to kill these two containers.
It has a gun left. With ammo. Oh, wait. Holy cow, 40,000! Probably started at like 40,000 defender ammo.
Wait, what? No. Oh my god! Do all of these have that much? Oh, well, we can't see now. That's a lot of defender ammo. Over 40,000 defender ammo. That's 42,000 per Vauxhall. That's a lot of ammo.
Oh my gosh, so IE pointed out one of the BBs has stopped firing its main guns because it's out of 450 AP.
And they've not switched. Oh my god.
And they have not switched.
That is... Oh dear. Yeah. They're missing this magazine here. And how much HE do they still have? They have 100... No, they have 108 high explosive left. OSP slowly catching up in the lead with these points because ANS is not throwing anything more onto a point. They look like they were going to make an attempt for the B point, but then realized that there's scary things up in orbit.
Oh, you got some funny formation shenanigans happening right now as the destroyer is just pretending to be a tugboat for this BB.
Oh, so it is. They're still firing at this liner. Or are they firing at its lifeboats? What are they shooting
They're firing at the lifeboats.
Okay then, yeah, sure. Oh, we got a bunch
Come on,
of
ANS.
missiles here. What are they gonna do? They went into a rock. Oh my god. Yeah, make sure that whenever you're firing command missiles, that the target isn't gonna go behind a rock in the next
ANS,
20
just
minutes.
toss your BB on the sea. Just send it there. It's the last moments of the game.
Yeah, no, ANS needs to... Oh, they are beaming the same dead target again. Luckily not a battle short, though. But... Oh, no, it does look like... No, they're not sending the Vauxhall themes either. The
There's
points
no
are getting
points in
closer and
observation.
closer and closer. We do have one of these 450 mass driver 250 liners heading towards the E point now. If it brought its guns to bear on that Vauxhall, it would shoot up real quick if it was firing high explosive because it has no armor.
Come on, make a play for a point. A 3-cap. A 3-cap ends this game.
Is that the BBs making a move for the C point? It does look like it.
I think no, they're gonna let the Vauxhall Sprinter group make a play for C.
This liner can still contest for a bit of time, so if they do that, it would take them a moment, but they still have a little bit more time to cap this point, but the E point is going to be tricky for them. The Vauxhall realizing it needs to go to the point, but it is going to start getting... No! They're shooting at the wrong target. They're still shooting the Sprinter rather than the Vauxhall.
Why are you running? He's running away from E. He needs to stay on E and die on E.
Is he actually running?
Yes. The bearing is... Oh, wait. He engages thrusters. He might be... I think he just saw it. He's going for it.
This liner is still firing at the wrong target. That's a big shame to see. You need to be shooting this Vauxhall. Both liners are wasting their time not shooting at
The enemy is
the real
securing zone
target.
eclipse.
Wow, this is a really close game. I'm very anxious.
This will decide whether this goes to game 3 or not. ANS needs to stop the Z-cap. I don't know if they will have...
Ooh.
Is he flanking? I don't think he's flanking.
The monitor, the obelisk, sorry, is sitting on the C point. This Sprinter is not going to be able to contest unless both the BBs kill it in time. But it looks like, because they can't get... if they don't get the E point down here, if the Vauxhall doesn't make it in time, which... Oh, it should make it... Wait, no, is it going the wrong direction? It's not making a direct route, and it has just had its IC knocked out, so it can't contest. It's on Aux steering anyway. So, Fear No Evil is going to take the E point.
The enemy secured zone
That
eclipse.
means that the C point is not enough for the ANS team. They're taking their time trying to kill this thing as well. BC Castaways, unfortunately, it looks like at this moment is out of this tournament, but hopefully they can somehow pull something out of this, like some magical fleet that Kajara that Dust's force fleets or something. I don't know.
The enemy is securing zone Comet.
They're taking the C point, but they're not going to take the E point. This bulk fighter is in good condition. They can't take the D point. There's nothing nearby. They could try and throw the boxes in there, but they've got this tugboat. It still has. Take a look. Where's the magazine? Up there. Jesus. It still has missiles.
The time to act with the BBs was
Like 4 or 5 minutes ago.
ago.
Yeah. And the minimum
When,
4 or 5 maximum. Like they should have been doing this 10 minutes ago.
Also, another it's a habit that many players have where they keep ships in formation when you need to spread them out.
Yeah.
Especially for the late game cap scramble, you just need to spread it and disperse them completely to each cap.
Well, I'll say one thing. This has been a very fun match to watch and to commentate. I was not expecting it to be such a I guess like a roller coaster. Yeah, such a roller coaster of a match, and I'm very glad that we managed to capture this. I'm expecting BC Castaways to probably throw in the towel here in a moment, after realizing that they cannot get to any of her caps.
They're going to lose A here as well.
Oh dear, they are. Yeah, this spreader over here cannot contest.
The enemy is securing zone Atlas.
So the BBs, interesting choice to have 2 BBs on this map, I think, because, well, more interesting that they did not really have a lot of cap assets, and the shuttles that they did have, they didn't throw them at any points when they could have. They couldn't have. They didn't use the BBs properly. They didn't throw them onto the points. Yeah. This could have been a very good win for BC Castaways, and it's a shame to see that they didn't manage to pull through. So yeah, I guess we'll head on to the post game in a moment after this match finishes up, and we'll talk to both the teams and see what their thoughts are.
Yeah, the first swinging moment was when the tug capped C under the entire ANS fleet.
Yeah, that was. I'm really impressed that they managed to do that. Pretty bad target selection, I think, from BC Castaways there. They really had to know that's what's capping the point. We got to kill that, but they just switched fire constantly to other targets that weren't that tug. And this would have been a very different game if that tug died.
Correct.
Alrighty. We will head on to the post game here, but first of all, I think we'll head up to Violence waiting room so that we can get both teams' opinions on how those matches went. So everyone, please, let's hop up over there. Welcome to both the teams. What do you guys think of that match?
Oh,
holy fucking shit!
Very well played. That was awesome.
So,
Right back at you guys.
to ANS,
Yeah.
did you guys know what happened to the plasma liners? Over near C?
No.
No.
Oh, no.
Other team, don't say anything. I'm just curious if ANS knew what happened.
So early, we knew that they had come up close and they were hammering the battleships. Later, let's see. I know Trash was beaming them. I know at least one of them was dead.
Oh my Jesus.
So I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Shit.
I don't know what you're referring to. Let me put it that way.
Well,
Wait, I answer.
We had a certified matic moment.
let's see. Which tug did it?
Oh,
Which tug did it?
man. Oh,
It probably
man.
shows up on the
Oh
damage report,
man.
right?
Let me oh boy.
I completely forgot that we had a minefield covering C and was
Oh,
fighting
no.
near the minefield and fucking died to
Yeah.
mines.
Good old classic 5 sprint mines hitting that liner, poor thing. Man, 12.5k.
Hilarious.
Holy
that's,
shit.
That's good. Okay.
One
That
pristine
explains why
plasma
they
liner.
disappeared.
Yes.
Right
yes.
down the spine.
Yep.
I was like, where's all the bad guys? I didn't kill them all.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
The other one did actually get shot and like died from getting shot.
Oh, yeah.
So
Other one you came down.
the best part is it didn't even die. I zombied it back up and threw it at you like short like when my triple threats popped over the top like later in the game like after I'd hidden for a while and then I popped back up again. It was like a CIC and a drive, and that was basically it. It had like no guns.
You
I
went
was just
from
like,
everything
throwing
that we could have thrown on there. Yeah.
it was a completely pristine plasma liner. All restores were still intact prior to that
Oh,
moment,
man.
so it was very unfortunate to see.
I'm so
Oh, and then it got blasted.
And then it
I'm
got
so
mined.
sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It worked out in the end, so I'm considering it a win.
Oh man.
When your plasma liners were first coming over the top near C and getting shots on me, and I started returning fire at range, how effective was my fire on those plasma liners and wanting them to back up? Was I being effective or no?
It was. I was like noticing it, but it was like meh. It's kind of It was like okay, this sort of tickles, and then I kind of got back down, and then like disengaged, re-engaged a little bit. I was like trying to make sure you couldn't like get solid shots at me, and also forcing you to like split your fire between my liners and Abraxas's liners.
Yeah.
Which seemed to work because I didn't like take any severe damage. At least not at the start. Then the mines connected, and I was like, "Oh shit, my liner's fucked." And then I started to feel the hurt from the 450s. Like, oh, this is actually starting to add up.
Braxis, what was the thought process behind those railgun liners?
Oh, so yeah, they're hardly optimized, but I wanted something because I brought a lot of flexible assets. I wanted something that I could reliably do damage to any kind of hull class. Obviously, if I went like full 450, I would have been fine against Axfords. Obviously, if I did a bunch of fracturing blocks, it would have been Voxels. Mix and match, do your best for Solomons. But yeah, it's just to broaden out the options they get.
I wasn't sure, because when I saw that coming in, early I realized there were mass drivers in play, but I didn't realize which ones were firing mass drivers and which were firing 450.
Oh yeah, both of them had a driver on board.
We're doing both of those things.
Yeah, yeah. It's basically just to mix and match damage types and give the option of a driver somewhere without dedicating a whole liner.
All right, very cool.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
Yeah, it was asked like what we thought. Best game of Neb I played in a good while. Thank you so much for organizing all of this, Snipes, Vastol, Darg, to our opponents. Thank you so much, guys. That was a blast.
That was an amazing last game. Thank you guys for organizing it.
Yeah, it was an honor to lose to you.
Thank you, Snipes, so much for organizing all this. I appreciate it so
welcome.
much. You're indispensable to the organization of this tournament. Yeah, no, thank you all. I appreciate it a lot. I'm very glad to see both of you teams, having fun. I can't speak anymore. My brain is fried after 2 weeks of revising for exams and stuff. But yeah, I enjoyed casting that. I enjoyed. I think everyone else enjoyed it as well, and I'm very excited to see how Team Fear No Evil does in the next bracket. Besides that, I will wrap it up here. Thank you all for coming. Stay safe and avoid hard narcotics.